Apple released macOS 27 Beta 3 sometime today. The update came at around 16.9 gigabytes, and this was updating from Beta 2. As you can see in settings, the build number ends with a J. At this point, we are expecting public Beta 1 by this time next week. I'm sure you can notice this new wallpaper. That's right, that's the new wallpaper Apple released with a screensaver, the Golden Gate Sunset. Here is the screensaver. Looks nice. I wish Apple added like a sound option to actually hear the waves hit the stones. The next thing there is with Spotlight Search. Back then it used to like fill up the screen in a kind of way on Beta 2 and Beta 1. For Beta 3 it just comes up immediately like a pop-up. Also, we finally get back our nice animation on Spotlight. Yeah, with the way it divides into 5 elements. As you can see, there are black borders around each of them and a very obvious shadow behind. People have been complaining about the App Store CPU agents. As you can see, there is no mention of any App Store agents. Let's search for that. App Store. Yeah, here it is, basically using 0.0% of CPU. It looked the same for me on Beta 3. Yeah, maybe because I don't really daily drive it, I don't know, but like I never faced this particular bug. But many people are talking about this in Reddit. Even while I launch the App Store, like it just rises up to a very low number. This is 2.9 back to 0.1. There is something else I heard about. This one is not that obvious. Yeah, this particular close, minimize, and maximize buttons, when you exit the foreground of an app, it leaves 3 black borders, as you can see right here. Black borders here. When I enter back here, black borders here. I am curious to see if Safari with Google AI search has started working. Yeah, let's try something. AI mode with my name iHaadi. Oh, that's nice. Google AI search is back on Safari on Beta 3. In Beta 2, we basically could not access it for some reason. Safari also seems to be very snappy. Yeah, that's right. Tech-focused content creator producing macOS reviews like this one. These are the release notes, but before this, we need to look at our iPhone mirroring and see if Apple has fixed that. In Beta 2, I basically could not use it at all. Here it is, iPhone mirroring, password. I remember in Beta 1, if you dragged an app like this, it would crash. That seems to be working fine. Yeah, and it launched fairly quickly, which is also a very good sign. Okay, and the full screen view also works. Or will I say the iPad view? There are still 1 or 2 bugs though, but like right now, everything seems to be up to speed. We still have basically no third-party app supporting the iPad view for now, but I hope that changes in time. Forget how broke I am. Yeah. For the dock, everything seems to be perfectly fine on this end. Let's try checking if it's pixelated or not. Take a screenshot and let's check it. Alright, I can't really call this pixelated. Yeah. I mean, something that tiny dragged out like this and it still looks very decently clear enough. Most of these things here won't really concern most of you since it's mostly developer language, but for the dock, Apple claims that while using an app in full screen, the dock might persist when entering and exiting mission control. Let's try that right now. Full screen, mission control. The dock persisted here. Yeah, but it went back down. Mission control, back. The dock still persisted, which means actually the bug is indeed existent. Yeah, it's meant to have gone back down. But then when I go to another space and I go back, it goes down. So that bug is valid. We still have this existing issue with Finder. We have basically had this since Beta 1, still unresolved. This is quite an interesting issue and workaround with Image Playground. If only I had the ability to use Siri AI while putting this from my external SSD, but I don't. This media playback bug, let's try it out on Apple Music. Alright, this is Apple Music. So we are in full screen mode and then we adjust the playhead. But this still works. Yeah, which means the bug does not affect us, which is a very good thing. We still have this also for messages. Yeah, this was present on beta 2. For music, they claim the visualizer still shows a black screen. Yeah, I doubt that. Let's check that out. Visualizer. Yep, it works quite alright. There is no black screen. We still have this issue with the spatial reframing in photos, according to them. Basically, not much has changed at the end of the day. Yeah, besides just, bringing this nice animation here. That's just it. Even this is still here with startup disk. That's basically it. Everything is still very, very similar with beta 2. So anyways, that's basically all there is for the release notes, yeah. So let me know how beta 3 has been for you. At least we have the spotlights fix, the fix with the iPhone mirroring app, yeah, also very important for me, and Safari and Google AI works now, yeah. Also, Safari seems to be more responsive. Let me know if that applies to you as well. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, I need to sleep.